So, welcome to part 2 of our interview with Bartika Eam Rai.
Okay, so this is like the rapid fire part. So you just have to answer like one sentence or choose one.
Okay.
Okay, so who want to go first?
Okay, so if you had one do-over in life?
What would it be?
I have no regrets in life.
Oh, that's good.
Dope.
Yeah.
What word do you always misspell?
Occasionally.
Occasionally? Okay.
With them C's and S's and N's and L's.
Yeah. I don't know what mine is tomorrow. I don't know. Tomorrow? It's just
Double M.
Yeah. I always write a single one. Okay.
A music track or scene from a movie that made you tear up.
I cry a lot. Like movies, everything. The last movie that I cried in was probably... थाहै छैन मलाई बिर्सिसकेँ मैले तर म अस्ति रुइरहेको थिएँ क्या नेटफ्लिक्समा हेऱ्यो भने we should watch the history. I cry all the time. That's my answer.
Okay. What food do you crave most often?
Newari food, choila, matcha tareko. I'm craving it right now. Aloo and bara and aloo tama and stuff like that.
And aloo chips. Nepali aloo chips.
I can make them at home.
Yeah,
but I like it. Yeah, I like junk food.
Okay. Since you're like an inspiration to us young generations and you're like a role model and we look up to you. Don't make that saying in our face. Okay.
You are.
Yeah. When is lying the right thing to do? The right thing to do.
That's a moral question.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
As long as you're not lying to yourself, I think you're good.
So you can lie to your parents and be like...
No, I mean, those are... As long as you're good with yourself, as long as you can justify... that lie to yourself and you're okay with it, like you have your conscience is clear and you have no problem with it. If it's hurting your conscience, then it's probably not the right thing to do. But if you have explained it to yourself well enough and if you know that, you know, I mean, if you have it justified for yourself, then it should be fine.
Okay. That's
3 things on your bucket list.
I want to live by the sea. That's one. But live, not just like go and chill for like a day. I also really want to live by the sea, climb a mountain. I can't do Mount Everest, but something.
Yeah.
And write a book.
Write a book. Okay. If you could eat only one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
And not get sick or anything.
Yeah, and not get sick or anything.
I can't have one. I can have 3
No.
together.
You can only have
chili,
one.
chicken chili, and vegetable fried rice.
No.
I have to have that combination.
Okay. If we lived in a tribal society, what role would you play? Like a hunter, gatherer, a shaman, or like a chief?
Ooh. Hunter, gatherer, shaman.
I think it would be a gatherer.
Yeah, I think I'll be a gatherer.
I don't think you'll be a hunter.
I don't think I'll be a hunter.
Hunter would be too
I don't think
scary.
I'll be a shaman. I don't think I want to be the chief.
You'll be a gatherer.
I'll be a gatherer.
And you'll be eating the most of it.
I'll just be chilling.
Yeah.
Like,
Can I ask a fan question?
yeah.
What's your mantra for physical fitness? Because like
Physical
you're really
fitness?
Fit.
Yeah. People
I'm
think
not fit.
Yeah,
You're really fit.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is a mainstream question. I work really hard. Like, I have 2 full-time jobs, like I said. I don't go to the gym.
Yeah.
But in summers, I swim, like, every day. So that's for, like, 3 or 4 months, I swim every day.
In a year out of it. So that's pretty good.
But I cheat sometimes, so there's, like, sometimes I only swim twice a week, but in summers, I do swim. Wow. That was interesting.
Okay, this is kind of like a philosophical question.
Okay.
What is your version of there's 2 types of people in this world? ...
There's 2 types of people in the world. I really believe that you cannot categorize people. Like, I'm a very, very strong believer. Okay?
Yeah.
I can't answer that. Because that's like categorizing the whole lot into 2. So I don't like categorizing people.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna duck that question.
Okay.
Another question. Do you believe in the law of attraction?
Law of attraction?
Yeah.
I believe in it very, very much. Like, I deeply believe in it. I am a follower of it. I also talk about it. But for me, law of attraction, meaning that if you feel like you can call some things in the world you can call towards you, I really believe it. Like, if you are sitting there as a 10-year-old dreaming of probably being like on the radio someday as a singer, and you keep thinking of that, keep dreaming of that, not like in an obsessive sort of a way, but in a healthy sort of a way, and never forgetting that, then it's gonna come to you. Because I was that 10-year-old, so when I was in the early 20s, my songs were on the radio. These things, I believe in the power of visualization. I believe in the law of attraction. My mother is very, very spiritual, so in a way I think I get it from her. She is more like on the meditative spiritual side. I'm just a spiritual person. I'm a really spiritual person, so I really, really like strongly believe in the law of attraction, power of visualization. Before my shows every night, or right before my show, or right before my set, I always visualize my entire set, and I always visualize about the things that kind of are in my control. I always visualize them, and in many ways it goes according to what how I have visualized it. Every little thing is not in my control, but so I do believe in that radiation. But I'm just a very spiritual person. Like, I believe in things. I believe in karma. Yeah. I believe in good deeds and stuff like that. I believe in kindness. I really do. Like, I'm not just like, I believe in kindness, but I really believe in, being human, or being this one life, stars and stuff like that. I believe in death as much as I do in life, so, yeah.
What quote do you try to live by?
What quote do I try to live by? I think a little prayer from Slaughterhouse-Five that Kurt Vonnegut wrote. I can't really say it word to word right now, but what it says is, give me the courage to be able to change the things that I can, and accept the things that I cannot change. So that's kind of like so acceptance is key for me. And whatever I can change and move, I will try to. And whatever I can't, I have to accept that I can't.
Yeah.
So I think that is main.
Yeah. Slaughterhouse-Five. Okay. What's the silliest thing you get nostalgic for?
Silliest thing I get nostalgic for? I'm a very nostalgic person.
You're an artist.
But I don't think anything is silly. Like, probably... I'm very proud and defensive about my memories. So I'm not gonna say that anything is silly.
Yeah.
I guard them, I don't think anything's silly there.
Yeah. Cauliflowers?
No, I don't think it's silly. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's wonderful. But it's really small.
I think it's silly that I'm so nostalgic. That I think I'm silly.
Yeah.
But I don't think... Because I'm not like your regular nostalgic person. I live in nostalgia a lot.
Yeah.
So that part I think is silly. But I don't think any of my memories are silly, Monosweet.
Yeah.
Who are your role models or people that really have inspired you for anything?
My mother is my main. Like, I say it over and over again.
And then her cousins.
My family is another. Like, our family is filled with many different characters. I also... I'm slightly inspired by Edith Piaf too. She has had a really, really tough life, but I'm not trying to say that. I really like her. I don't really have like... I like Nasruddin Shah. I love him, but not in like a... I don't really have the role models and stuff. Yeah. I have inspirations that I take from people.
Take little things from each person. Yeah, from each person.
Yeah, I'm like moved by them.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. It's also Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn.
I really like her.
We have these other short questions that it will really turn the fans on. Okay. Choose one.
Okay.
Selena Gomez or Hailey Baldwin for Justin Bieber.
God.
Who do you ship? Like for Justin
Such
Bieber.
a kid's question.
Oh, we're kids.
I mean, Selena
All your viewers are
Gomez
kids.
because I think I have known her better.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean all my viewers are kids?
Like most of your viewers. I'm sorry.
No, I
Not
have
in
my
an
age
offensive
group
way.
right now.
Yeah,
anyway.
but
you're not a kid anymore.
Yeah, I'm not a kid anymore. I'm 18.
Okay, kid.
Yeah.
Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez. Okay. Cardi B or Nicki Minaj?
Oh my god. I really don't know Cardi B enough, but Nicki Minaj was like one of my college roommates' favorite.
So
she used
Nicki
to
Minaj.
bump it up all the time.
Okay.
So Nicki Minaj.
Okay, and then name one. What's your favorite Kardashian or Jenner?
Khloe Kardashian.
Chloe? Chloe's your favorite?
Yeah. Kendall Jenner, everybody says that, but
Uh-huh.
I like Khloe.
Okay.
I think Khloe is a good mix of everything.
Okay, Khloe Kardashian. Okay. And this is the last question. Yes or no? Have you
Thank God.
subscribed? Have you subscribed to PewDiePie?
I only found out because of you guys. No.
What? You haven't.
You guys told me
You
about-
have to subscribe to PewDiePie. You have to encourage your fans
You
to
should
subscribe
ask
to
PewDiePie to subscribe to me.
Another random question. What YouTubers do you watch? Favorite YouTubers?
I'm not a YouTuber person. You guys are like, this is like...
We are Gen Zs. You're a Gen. you-
God,
even
this
if your
is-
generation.
I feel so old.
Even if
I
your
don't
generation
sit there
Y,
and watch YouTubers like you guys
Uh-huh.
do.
Even if you're
No.
Generation Y, you
That's
act
so
like
nice,
you're
though. I
Generation
feel like-
X.
I feel like we.
I act like I'm Generation
Yeah,
X.
you act like a Generation X.
I feel like we waste so much time on YouTube, but it's so nice that you don't sit.
Thank
watching
you.
YouTube.
Yeah.
There, a 21-year-old speaking.
I mean, she's 3 years older, and she's like. I used to.
Am I older?
There was this time I used to really be interested in Michelle Phan. I mean, like
Michelle Phan, you
yeah.
also were like a biggie on that.
Nigga Higa.
guy.
Yeah. Oh, my
I
god.
remember.
Nigga Higa was like.
she's always the one.
I
She told me
had it
about
planned
PewDiePie.
out. I had it planned out. I was about to like, I want to go to California and I want to meet him and I want to marry him. Yeah, it was all that. Okay, your question. Or you want to?
Oh, another fan question. What song makes you really happy?
It changes time and again. It's a lot of times it's also Bollywood dance song, but lately it's been Afno Sansar by Yugal Guru.
Yeah. You know how like you've about like you're like Nepal, you're really recognized by other people, and you know how like and there are other independent like starting out like Nepali music groups and bands and artists. Who would you like to like give a shout out for?
Give a shout out to?
Give a shout out
I'd
to.
love to give a shout out to the band that I played with
Uh-huh.
recently in my tour.
Yeah.
These fantastic, dope ass musicians.
Yeah.
Addie was my guitarist. She's
Oh yeah, she was lovely. Yeah. Oh
amazing.
my god.
She
yeah.
sings so well.
I haven't heard her
She's a
sing.
really, really dope ass like musician. Her instincts are really good. Rohan, who was my bassist. Rohan Magar, he's got a really good like set of ears.
Yeah.
Which for sound it's very important. You can recognize notes and the differences very easily. Sushant was my drummer. He is the chillest guy alive. He's super awesome and of course really tight in what he does. Yuvash Vaidya, who played keys with me, phenomenal. A little intimidating in terms of music because he knows so much and he's so disciplined and it's a little scary to collaborate with people like that, but he's really a chill person once you get to know him. Also like to give a shout out to Divas Gurung, who's my major collaborator. He arranges, produces, mixes all my stuff. Based out of Brooklyn, New York right now. Amazing guy and his music is really good too. He's also releasing his next album very soon. I think in 2019.
We don't have that's the viewers.
What?
To give a shout out for.
And then Jerusha Rai,
Jerusha, yeah.
who I love,
Oh, yeah.
who
Oh
also
my God.
you love, and who's also a collaborator with me. And also Yugal Gurung,
Yeah.
who just recently released his EP called Afno Sansar, and we're also trying to collaborate. We already collaborated on one song, but we're trying to collaborate more.
Yeah. I hope we have a collaborated album
Yeah,
in the future.
yeah, we'll see if he has time.
Yeah.
Like you live in New York, right? So like you know how there's so much record labels, and are you planning on ever like going to any of them or getting signed?
No. First of all, there's so many people in New York who wants to be a musician. The competition is scary, so I don't think so. Second of all, I hear, even if I get through, I think I'm just a really good indie, good being like in the indie scene. That's too mainstream for me. Like that's
They try
crazy mainstream.
people,
Like in
right?
Kathmandu, I've gotten some offers from record labels. If I'm not doing it mainstream in Kathmandu, I mean, if this is too mainstream for me, New York is like, I think I would lose myself completely.
Okay. So what's your version of a perfect society?
Just people living by, like, live in that live Khalqa society. People not really harassing other people for anything.
Judging people.
Perfecto. I don't dream of that anymore. I'm older than you guys. I've seen a little bit more than you guys. So that's not, I don't think that's gonna happen, but better. Yeah, just people minding their own business is gonna be great.
Yeah, mind your own business. Okay, so the last question is, okay, why were you excited for the last question?
Because I'm hungry.
Okay,
That's the last question. Let's go.
No. Okay, so you're a lot of inspiration to younger generation like ours, the Gen Zs. For those looking up to you, hoping to be like you, pursue their dreams in music and art, what would you like to say to them? Like anything you'd like to give advice or?
I think live your life is major. Like, don't decide when you're 18 years old that you want to do music and just... I mean, full-time music is great, but in the sense that if you're going to be technically talented, technically sound, which I'm not technically sound because I haven't studied music, I haven't practiced music. It takes a lot to be technically feasible and sound as a musician. But if you'd like to be a person who's not just technically sound, but who's like a storyteller, you have to live your life. Like, you have to live life in the sense that you have to do multiple things. You have to go to multiple places, not countries. I don't mean that. Like in the same city, like we'll have, I don't know, 100 different places on something. So definitely live your life. Like, just keep walking, just keep collecting everything that you see and stuff, because everything that you've seen, everywhere that you've been, is going to eventually accumulate to the person that you become, the stories that you have to share, and the perspectives that you gain. That is like major. That you cannot replace, or that you cannot borrow, or from anybody else, lend, whatever. You have to have multiple life experiences to be able to know what to decide, know what stories to tell, or even just to be able to have any stories at all. So I just want to say, live your life and live it to the fullest, your own version of fullest. Like, it does not have to be lots of big bucks and stuff,
Okay.
The deal.
Okay, so when you were like my age, when you were done with your A-levels, and then like you would travel, not like travel, but you had your scooter and you went out a lot, but like name like your favorite places in Kathmandu or in Lalitpur that you really like visit often and you found really, because like you said, to be like an artist, and you said like to go to places, and
it's not like physical places. It's not what I'm saying. It could be physical places. Like, I really like Choche, like Basantapur, Freak Street. I really like Choche. I really like Patan, Gold Square area. I really like Taudaha. I really like Kirtipur. Like, those are physical places, but not physical places. When I'm saying places, I'm like, I used to go as a magazine writer to a lot of sound checks of all these massive bands. That was really important to me. That's a place that I was at. I used to go to practice sessions of all these big ass bands. Like, I used to go to Albatross practice sessions where there was nobody else. It was just me, the band, the sound guy. I used to go to Cadenza sound checks, which is a jazz band. massive. I did not have that kind of access. I used to be in places, meaning I used to be in brainstorming sessions of our reporting days. Like in magazine, you'll have brainstorming session every day in the morning, or at least like three times a week you will have a brainstorming meeting. That's a place I was at. So all these things are places that you've been to. Like sometimes when we had, you know, petrol ko shortage with Akirin, it was like late at night, 9 p.m. I was already getting, of course, I was way past my curfew, and I had no petrol, and uta ekanta kunaदेखि I just मेरो scooter यतिकै drag गरेर stroll गर्दै I came all the way here. That's also a place I was at, and मलाई कति गाली खाएछ अनि फेरि घर आएपछि मैले झन् गाली खाएँ. You can imagine. But anyway, that's also one place I was at. These are different kinds of places. It does not have to be physically available to you. It can be a mental space too. Like you can be in a concert which is like so heavy, like because I used to be in metal, and you're
Really?
Yeah, I used to be part of a metal band.
Oh yeah, what's it called?
Gothica.
Gothica.
But anyway, so you can be in that heavy metal concert, but your mind can be like completely spaced out and all that. So it's just all about not physical matre, but all about the experiences that you gain and the access that you have and everything that happens inside you also, not just outside.
Feelings that you feel.
Yeah, the stuff.
From all your achievements, like what are you most proud of?
I'm the most proud of being able to listen to myself. I don't do it extremely well. I'm not at my 100% where I'd like to be, but the goal for me is to just be able to solve all these questions that I have in my head and the puzzles that I have in my head, and everything that I'm doing is just a medium for me to get there. So yeah, I'm pretty good with that.
So on like in your head, where are you on this journey? Like, are you halfway? Are you a quarter?
I'm not halfway.
Are you like just in the beginning?
I'm in the beginning, but I'm in the beginning. It's been a pretty good ride. Yeah, I have no regrets. It's okay. Everything that I've done, everywhere that I've been, every person that I've met, like, in one way or another has pushed me, you know, towards solving it more. So it's all good. That's why I have no regrets.
Yeah.
Because it's all a building block in a macro sense.
So this was our interview. Was our first interview with the one and only Miss Bartika Eam Rai, the singer, songwriter, artist. Check her blog out at Namaste Lafiel WordPress. And
thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Very special
and for your
precious time.
Wise words.
Thank you for inspiring us.
Thank you, Gen Zs, for making me feel older.
Well, that's it.